This is WCVB-TV, Channel 5, Boston.
From Fairway Sports World in Natick, our champions Mike Morgan from Lynn and Tom Morgan from Revere take on Bob Rothwell from Southborough, Massachusetts, and Bob Weisse from Natick. This is Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Harding, and good afternoon, and thank you for making doubles a part of your afternoon. The team that wins today will take home $500. The team that doesn't win will take home $300. We pay you for 3 consecutive marks. We pay you for 3 consecutive strikes. The bottom line is, which team can have the highest total pinfall at the end of 2 strings of bowling is our champion. So far, it's been the Morgans, but will the Bobs beat them out? This is the Bobs against the Morgans. What about Bob, right? Wasn't that a movie? What am I talking about? I don't know. Go ahead, guys. Well, it just struck me, you know. I didn't say I was fast. I just realized it. The Morgans have been our champions for a couple of weeks. And Bob Rothwell from Southborough, Massachusetts starts off the Bob team. Bob has an average of 120, a high single of 178, with a high triple of 461. And I was just going to tell you, Bob told me before the match that he was a little nervous. Well, I don't think he's nervous anymore. Tom Morgan puts up an 8 in the first box. That's a mark from the challengers opposite the 8 from the Morgans. Tom has an average of 126, a high single of 192, a high triple of 490, and it has a 9. They will not get over. Here's the fill. Oh, wow. Hello. How do you do? Oh, my heavens. The ball hit right on the end of the pin and did not plow through. That's what he wanted to do. But it took him an extra ball to do it. So the fill for Bob Rothwell is 10. He's working on 2 consecutive marks. And already, through the first box, the Morgans are 12 pins down. Whoa! Well, now there's no wood around that one, so Tom Morgan has a clean shot at it. I'll tell you what. Not getting the breaks, huh? Bob Rothwell threw it right in the gap. There's a disappointing ball. So he fills the strike with only 4. So each man has missed opportunities to drop pins so far early. Tom Morgan, the more disappointed of the two, probably. Through 3 boxes, 13-pin lead for the challengers. These guys will bowl the first 5 boxes, then we'll take a break and hand it over to their partners, and they will finish out the string. Bob Rothwell has worked long and hard and wanted to get on the show, qualified for the show with a 719. And so far has made the most of it. 710 with wood in the middle, but I'm not sure that's usable wood. It was usable wood. Nice 10. An 8, 10, 10, 10 for Tom Morgan. A 10 in the 4th box for Bob Rothwell. 5th and final box for these fellows in the first string. No, I thought he was going to get a strike the hard way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins are down in front. The wood hasn't been kind to him so far, but it was kind to him there. He marks in the 5th box. wood that Bob Rothwell can use. He uses it, but doesn't get the most out of it. So after marking in the first 2 frames, Bob Rothwell will go out with a 9 in the 5th box. And Tom Morgan will hand a bonus ball over to his brother, Bob. All right, 13-pin lead through boxes scored so far for the challengers. We will change bowlers, but first we must do this. We hope to see you in a couple minutes. Second half of the first string. Candlepin doubles. Time to take our first look in the afternoon at the other half of the teams. This is Mike Morgan. Disappointing fill. It was only a 9. And this is Bob Weisse. 4 horsemen right side. Another mark, second straight marks for the Morgans, so they fill with 9. And mark here in the 6th box. Can Bob Weisse take out the 4 horsemen? No south. Bob has an average of 120, a high single of 192, and a high triple of 455. Those of you who are real fans of the show might recall almost 30 years ago, his father, Bob, bowled on the singles show. Did you know that? You knew that. Al Giglio knew that. But, of course, he's a member of the Methuen School Committee, so anyone who's a member of the Methuen School Committee should know that. The fill is 8-9. I tell you, he's getting them 9-pin drops, isn't he? All of them get over! The hammer from Bob Weisse. Wham! I tell you what, there's a lot of wood lying down, but Mike Morgan blasted right through it. 3rd consecutive mark for the Morgans. They'll earn some bonus money. They'll have 1 bonus ball versus the 2 that Mr. Weisse will have. Mike Morgan has an average of 126, a high single of 188, a high triple of 474. And for 2 weeks, they have had the championship success here on doubles. Fill is 5. Mike can take all these out with his ball, and oh! He didn't. Bob Weisse will try, and he will not. So the fill and his strike is 8. Misthrow from Mike Morgan. One would surmise the best that Mr. Weisse could do is 9 in the box, which is exactly what he does. A couple of 9s in the 8th box here, first string. 6-pin lead for our championship team of the Morgans. You might have heard the Ralph Stewart fan club make its first appearance of the day. I love their methodical cheer of woof, woof, woof. It really speaks of Ralph's intelligence, doesn't it? The pinfall is 8 on the first ball from Mike Morgan. Got them all. So 4 of the last 5 boxes the Morgans have marked and withstood, if you will, the storm delivered early by Bob Rothwell, who came out with spare and strike. An 8. An 8 in the 9th box for Bob Weisse. Take one look at his face, and he knew he didn't like it. 102 total pinfall so far for Rothwell and Weisse. The Morgans have already dropped 110, and here's a bonus ball. So this will be, the lead is 7 more. You can all go down and get them, but they're all standing there. That's very good ball from Bob Weisse. So he should be able to put up a marker in the 10th box, although there is a pin in front. I'll tell you what, Mike was going to try to take the hard trip. Right on. Oh! And that's it. That one pin. I mean, I tell you, he hit a perfect line. Perfect line, yet it delivered nothing for him. What you saw just seconds ago was the shot that Mike Morgan has. The pin had gotten out of the way. He has a clean throw at it. Gets it. Puts up a 10 in the 10th box. And a 10 in the 10th box for Rothwell and Weisse. So we are done with the first string. We have a whole full string of bowling to go. The Morgans have 127. Rothwell and Weisse have a 112, a 15-pin lead for our champions. We have a whole string left. So we hope to see you in a couple minutes on Candlepin Doubles. 15-pin lead for the team in the yellow. The Morgans over Bob Rothwell and Bob Weisse. Second string, first box. And it's Bob Rothwell and Tom Morgan that will do the bowling for us. The first 5 boxes here in this. Got them all except for one. Tom Morgan goes out with a 10. Bob Rothwell goes out on the first box with a 7. An 18-pin lead. Second box, second string. Our champions have that advantage. All 4 of the horsemen will not stay. Now 2 of them fall, so. Not the easiest of shots, and the minute that Bob threw it, he turned away in disappointment. He knew he didn't throw it right. Speaking of throwing it right, Mr. Morgan did throw it right. A little closer to what he wanted to do in the previous ball. A 9 in the second box for Bob Rothwell. It's almost getting to the point where you can't leave pins standing. Must take them down. Got them all. Fill the mark with 10. Second straight mark. And you could be watching the moment by which this match gets put away. An 8 in the third box for the Rothwell Weisse team. Right on. Got them all. Nice answer. Fourth box. Drops the hammer. Here's Tom Morgan. It will not be 2 in a row. But he should be able to go out and get that, which he does not. Fills the strike with 9. There's a 40-pin lead. Puts a 10 up in the fourth box. So Mr. Rothwell needs to do some serious hammer damage. Will not with that one. Spread eagle left for Mr. Morgan. Fills that nice strike with a 6. Brought it back to a 34-pin disadvantage. Puts up a 7 in the fifth box. Opposite Tom Morgan's 8. So Tom Morgan and Bob Rothwell are done. Barring overtime, Bob Weisse and Mike Morgan will take us to the end. 35-pin lead for the Morgans, wearing the yellow, over our challengers, Rothwell and Weisse. Come on. Would that pin just fall? It's got to go. Those are never the easiest of shots, but Bob Weisse made it look easy to mark in the 6th box, second string. His first box of the day. Believe it or not, that was a little easier shot. Mike Morgan made his. Each man marks. Each man will throw a bonus ball. Right on. Got him. Oh. He's going to fill it with 9. See what the Morgan fill is. 4 horsemen left. Fill is 6. The lead is 32 pins for Tom and Mike Morgan over Bob Rothwell and Bob Weisse. Ralph Stewart is down judging the pin fall, where they are. Says play it. They do. They got it. No. Spare in the 7th box for Bob Weisse. I don't think he could slip a piece of paper between the ball and the pin, but it didn't touch it. So a 9 in the 7th box for Mike Morgan. There's the bonus. The fill is 6. Will it be 7? No, it won't, but he should be able to mark again. Right on. Rothwell and Weisse have marked in 3 of the last 4 boxes. Will they make it 4 out of the last 5? No. Interesting way to go get him. Still there, Bobby. You're still there, kid. 10 and a 9 in the 8th box. Move to the 9th box, second string. 2 boxes of bowling left. A 24-pin lead for the Morgans over Rothwell and Weisse. Interesting to see if these guys can take it out. Bob Weisse will make his effort first. Strangely enough, he got the 7, which might have been the more difficult of the 2 pins that were left standing to get it. He got it. Mike Morgan gets his. So it appears that the Morgans will make it 3 weeks in a row. Bob Weisse will wait for the pins to reset in alley 4, and he'll throw the first ball of the 10th box, second string. This pinfall is a fill. The 10 is waffling, but it's not going anywhere, so the fill will be 6. 6. We'll give Mr. Morgan another ball, just for the heck of it. And Bob Weisse goes out with a 7 in the 10th box, a 108 total in the second string, and a 220 total for the 2 strings. If Mike Morgan can drop 50 with this ball, maybe we'll pay out the bonus of 275, but he cannot, but that's okay. His fill is 9. The Morgans have won. They have won again. They have beaten Rothwell and Weisse this time. So Tom and Mike move on. And what about Bob? Sorry. 43-pin win. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Candlepin Doubles. We've already talked to the Morgans. We'll get to you guys in a minute, but who's this fellow with the gun here?
That's Jason.
Hi, Jason. How old are you?
4.5.
4.5? Jason's your son, right?
Yes.
Well, Jason, you got Ninja Turtle sneakers on. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
That guy on the sneaker.
Raphael on his sneakers. But his daddy's his favorite bowler, right? Yeah. Well, thanks, Bobs, for being on the show. We appreciate it. $300 for their efforts today. They came close, but not close enough to bumping off these guys. Look out, though. Jason's going to take the gun. He's going to pop it.
He's going to shoot us.
He's going to shoot you, huh? A week ago, you guys lamented about, not bowling well and still winning. So, can you lament about the same thing today?
No, we threw the ball a little better this time. I mean,
Yeah.
260 something, that'll win you a couple matches.
Yeah, that won't
I mean,
hurt.
he started making a run.
I missed them 2 9 drops early. I tell you, don't have enough time to regroup. You missed them, and then all of a
I
sudden
just pulled the knife out of his back.
I can feel him full of stuff happening up there.
You've got the Renos next week, right?
We know that's going to be a tough match.
them.
They will
Yeah.
tough. They want to make
No
the
easy
shows
ones.
tough. There's no
Yeah.
easy ones at all.
Yeah.
If you don't bowl, you go home.
But both the Bobs were talking about you. We're going to be on television. This is pressure and all that kind of stuff. Did you enjoy the pressure of that?
Well,
Well,
time will be better.
absolutely loved it. They said absolutely loved it. Well, you guys absolutely loved it too. $550.
All right.
Thanks for doing it again. Thanks for doing it with us. We appreciate your efforts. Bye, Jason. Bye-bye. Cowabunga, dude. Thank you for joining us for Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Hardy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.